table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Jets take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Wow, so a conservative play to begin the game, Brock. Not exactly how I imagined they drew that one up.
No, not at all. I can tell you one thing, Kate. If that's how even these shorter, more conservative, easier throws are going to go for them, they're in for a rough contest today.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Taken down by Sebastian Joseph Day. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Another run for Henry. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 34. A pickup of only 2, and now it's 4th down. On to try the field goal, Harrison Butker. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Von Miller.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
They left him wide open. It's complete. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find Peyton.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts at the 3. Return's looking good so far. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Running once more with Henry. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. 6 yards, the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He has it at the 13. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Call that one a 44-yard punt. And the Bills will take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. On the move, headed right. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Trying again, following the sack. He beams one deep right side. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. From his own end zone on 3rd and long. And this is another incompletion. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
From their own end zone, and he gets it away. He takes it inside the opposing 40. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And the Jets offense will take over inside of enemy territory. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Offense up to the line fast. This is Henry on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Working quickly here. Turning to Henry on third. And he'll advance this down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 6, and that brings up an interesting 4th and short call.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Coming off the edge, and it's blocked.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
First down throw by Rodgers. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jets take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. This one finds Kelsey. It's a race down the right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone. They'll run here with Henry. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Tua off the play fake. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. That one right down the middle. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, Rodgers. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Rodgers here from the gun. DJ Chark there for the catch. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. This one's caught. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing once again, Rodgers. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, a couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 2nd quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Returnable from the 1. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Going play action, Tagovailoa. He puts some juice on it deep. That's complete inside the 35. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10 now, Rodgers. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Jets. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Running back sent in motion. Tagovailoa on first down. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Pittman sent in motion right. No one around. He's got space. Down the sideline, past the 25. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Yeah, when you got a game changer as a wide receiver, you want to get the ball in his hands any way you can. And I love that call. Right, we see it all the time on bubbles and quick little receptions. But put the ball in his hands as a runner, and this dude's dynamic.
Buys, and he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. His third total score in this game. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Rodgers set to pass. Big gain downfield. Space left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Yeah, all right, now another opportunity to convert this two-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
He has it, and he's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that two-point conversion. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. They go play action with Tagovailoa. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Bills are going to take over after the interception.
Coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover. How about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
To the air here on first down, Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Frank Greenlaw picks it off. And the Jets take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Complete Derrick Henry. And he's got 5, and we've got our 2-minute warning. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Two and now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Putting a receiver in motion. From the gun, a run for Henry. Flies past the 1st, inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, I think they would have been happy just getting a new set of downs, Brock. Instead, he hits a home run.
And you know this, Kate. I love run plays on this down and distance because you usually get man-to-man. And what happens with man-to-man, those guys turn their backs, and if you get a lane, you get a shot, big plays can follow.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Jets grow their lead to 8. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So that brings up 2nd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Escapes the pocket. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway. Got
to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
On target to Waddle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Play fake, it's Rodgers. Oh, brother, it's another interception. There he goes, right sideline. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Rodgers coming back after the pick. He's got time here. The Jets get there and bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this...
And they pick him off again! Jordan Poyer has it. And the Jets might be able to get some points late after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Henry. Oh, he trucked that defender. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr., and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Don't forget, the defense got in there and blocked one earlier. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Returnable from the 2. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Tagovailoa. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense. He had another chance to take a shot on him.
Kelsey makes the catch. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That pass is complete to Kelsey. Has room into the secondary. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets grow the lead now to 22 points. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's looking deep once again. He's got it deep downfield. And they bring him down around the 34. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up. Again, Rodgers. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long. They'll throw again. Rodgers. Complete over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's able to get this down to the 13.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Pass it down close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills start the second half with some needed points. Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts at the 3. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Forced out to his right. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Back to throw, Tua. That's taken in by Henry. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Chased out to his right. And they had that one contained right at the line. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
Henry on the catch. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. We send a man in motion. From the 40 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. He sends this one to the end zone. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets have likely locked up the win right there. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers gets everything he has under this throw. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Rodgers throwing again here on 2nd down. And oh, he got it! Interception! Jordan Poyer has it. And the Jets capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all